Whoa. This is the new Freewell ND filter system, and it's the most versatile ND filter system that any filmmaker can use. But before we start talking about that, I want to talk to you about Hollyland's filmmaking competition thing that they're doing, and they're featuring a lot of Foley or sound effects. So if you want to win tens and tens of thousands of dollars of filmmaking equipment, check out the link down below. I actually entered myself, and what I did, I shot a short 1-minute video using the Hollyland Lark 150 microphone lab system, and I recorded all of my sound effects separately and created my own Foley soundtrack for my 1-minute video. Now, you don't need to use Hollyland's products to be entered into this competition, but just create your own separate sound effects or just have sounds of your city, because their whole entire campaign is called Feel My City Sounds. So we want to hear what your city sounds like. So if you want to know more information, check out the link down below to enter, because this is a great opportunity for you to showcase your work and to win tens and tens of thousands of dollars worth of filmmaking equipment. So remember, check out the link down below, and I can't wait to see what you are going to create. Anyway, on with the ND filter system from Freewell. Now, this is a complete different system that anyone is ever used to using, because it just comes with so many different things. This is a 2 to 5 stop, a 6 to 9 stop ND filter system. It's also a CPL or color polarizing filter to eliminate a lot of reflection. On top of that, it's also a mist ND, so you can really do a lot of things, a lot of creative things with this versatile ND filter system. And of course, because it's Freewell, they are magnetic filters, so they just snap onto your lens. But before we get into all of that, let me show you what you get in this kit. First of all, you get this awesome little carry-on case, which houses everything that you need to get started. You get the base filter ring, the mist base glass, and the ND filter base glass. You will have to decide whether or not you want to use mist or ND before you start stacking on the rest of this filter kit. On top of that, we have the 2 to 5 stop attachment and the 6 to 9 stop attachment. And we have their awesome new magnetic lens cap, which just snaps right on. The build quality itself, well, this is what's the best part about this filter kit, is that it has a lifetime warranty. Freewell states that it's coated with multiple layers of coating, which will eliminate a lot of dust, oil, and it can even prevent tons of scratches. To start using this filter system, attach the filter adapter ring to your lens, then attach your base glass, either mist or ND. Then you can either attach the 2 to 5 or 6 to 9 stop, depending on the ambient light that you're shooting in. And don't forget that you are not forced to use the 2 to 5 or 6 to 9 stop attachment. You can just stick with the base glass. Now, compared with other cheaper filters, this filter system does have some weight to it. It does not feel cheap. The glass does have some weight. The filter rings themselves are aluminum and they feel great quality, which is why they're giving you that lifetime warranty. However, if you do have butterfingers like me and you do drop these filters, there is a high probable chance of them breaking and cracking. It is very thin glass, so just keep that in your mind. All right, so on with the test footage. I want to compare the mist and the ND base glass, and we're gonna use the 2 to 5 and the 6 to 9 stop, and I want you to really focus on the vignetting and color accuracy and just see the difference between the mist and the ND. After that, we'll talk more about the real world sample shots that I collected over the last couple weeks with this filter system. So I think that if you compare the mist and the ND, you can really see the difference between the two. The mist is going to give you more of that glowy effect, especially when you have harsh light coming in. It likes to soften up that harsh light to make it look angelic and halo-ish. Compared to the ND, where it's just a simple ND filter and it just stops down light. So here are some test shots that I shot over the last couple of weeks. Let me know if you see a pattern of these shots. For example, is there a lot of vignetting? Is the color very similar? Well, I can tell you right now that these filters perform very good, but there are cases when vignetting is heavily present. So especially when you start stacking on the filter for, let's say, the 2 to 5 stop and the 6 to 9, as soon as you start attaching to that base filter, it's gonna start closing in on the lens and you're gonna start developing that vignetting. And for those of you who don't know what vignetting is, it's those shadowy areas on the corners of the frame that make the frame look smaller and make you focus more on the center. Usually you want your lenses to not have any vignetting, that way you get the full entire frame. But because we are stacking filters here, you are going to get vignetting. So just be cautious of that for your projects. Sometimes it looks really good and cinematic and I love that artistic look, but at times I do wish that there was zero vignetting, which is very difficult to do, by the way, with variable ND filter systems. However, a great feature about these filters is that not only they are magnetic and just snap on, but they also have hard stops. They were able to make hard stops on these variable NDs, so that way when you turn the ring, it won't go past 9 stops and it won't get past 5 stops. So you'll know where the beginning and where the end is, and I love it. But you do have to make sure that you install these rings properly. There are certain little arrows printed on the edges of the ring which will guide you on how to install these filters on properly. If they're not installed properly, you're gonna get very strange images, cross patterns, and you won't get those hard stops. Overall, I think this is a great filter system. I wasn't too happy about the vignetting that I saw in a lot of my shots, but again, this is an artistic filter system, and I do think that if you're looking for that look with slightly more vignetting, then this is the filter system for you. However, if you are looking for lesser vignetting in your images, check out some more Freewell filters. I'll leave all the necessary links down below, so check them out. They do make some great products and I do recommend them, but make sure that you look at a lot of test footage before you opt in for filters like these. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in another one. Peace.